Bring in Nihad Awad, the National Executive Director of the Council on Islamic American Relations. Thank you very much for being with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So, setting aside for the time being the legality of Trump's plan, how are his words echoing, not only here in the United States, but throughout the world?
Hateful. He's making America look bad around the world, very unpresidential. He's expressing anger more than policy or measured thinking. And that's, I think, Americans do not expect someone who wants to assume the highest office in the land to be hot-tempered, to be very angry, just to express hatred towards minorities like Mexicans, African Americans, people with disabilities, and Muslims. This is the last thing America needs, is a person who projects America as hateful, as someone who is anti-immigrants, and he forgot that America is the land of immigration and the land of immigrants. So unfortunately, his words are damaging the brand of the Republican Party, and they just have to catch up. They have to denounce him roundedly and immediately, because unfortunately, as I said, you know, he's causing division, not unity, and that's the time of unity, especially after the terrorist attack. We all become concerned, and we need leaders who will unify the nation, but who exploit fear and become just a fear-mongerer.
And here's a moment for compare and contrast. 9 days after 9/11, President George W. Bush gave his Islam is Peace speech, flanked by Muslim leaders around the world. How did the U.S. go from that to where we are today? And the fact is that what happened on 9/11 is a horrible attack, and then what happened just the other day was the worst attack on American soil since 9/11. But gosh, the reaction's been different.
Definitely, we disagreed with President Bush on many of his policies, but I give him credit for standing by the Muslim community, by setting the tone for the entire nation and the world, that this war is not against Muslims, this war is not against Islam, this war is against the terrorists, and the terrorists and ISIS are our common enemy. And what ISIS wants from us as Americans is to turn against one another. And that's why I say Donald Trump is playing into the hands of ISIS, and he's doing them a huge service by just helping them recruit, by alienating American Muslims and Muslims worldwide. This is the last thing America needs.
People like Trump and others say, well, the Muslim community needs to be more engaged in fighting against this radical Islamic terrorism, that the Muslim community is not doing enough. That's what they say. What do you say?
Not true. The government will say that it has a huge partnership with the Muslim community nationwide and with Muslims around the world. And, let's remember that the vast majority of the victims of ISIS are Muslim. And Muslims are the main ones who are fighting ISIS since its beginning. So for Donald Trump to paint the entire Muslim world and the Muslim community and Muslim Americans here with one stroke is reprehensible and irresponsible.
Nihad Awad, thank you for your time. I appreciate you being on with me this morning.